We're already off to a flying stop. Jeez.
Hey, nothing better. Nothing better. It's like starting a game with a 95-yard kickoff return.
Victor, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
And the answer to that is no.
Yes, I can.
I can hear. I can hear you, Victor.
Yeah, I can hear you. Apparently, Snowman cannot hear me.
What's up, everybody? So, like I just said, we are kicking this show off just like a 95-yard kickoff return to start the game.
Oh,
I know
boy.
Snowman will enjoy that one.
Yeah.
But no, a great weekend of football again. We got a national championship game tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And we got coaches getting fired. So
already.
What else do you need on a Monday morning?
Already.
I'll tell you what else we need. I'll tell you what else we need on a Monday morning. Vodka. Because someone has to keep a promise.
Okay.
I'll tell you all about it when I say
vodka and lots of it.
Can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Mister, will you please wake up? Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Good morning. Snowman here to all you Brock Purdy and San Francisco 49er haters. Shut up! I gotta thank you, Shane.
I mean, whatever happened to the games where breaking 100 points was, I don't know, unusual?
There was one word to sum up the All-Star weekend.
Trays. Because we take this job so serious.
Splash Brothers, yes. Ray Allen, replace him with Steve Kerr. Reggie Miller, yeah.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Describes fair season. Oh yeah! Dietz is here. Victor's here. Couple people were waiting. We know the dog's on the way. I guess we can get started. Sorry we're late, folks. It's my fault. Good morning. Welcome to the What the Hell Happened This Weekend Monday edition of Snowman in the Morning. Glad to have y'all with us. First hour presented by Wanna Parlay. And Deeds, before I get to you and before I get to everybody, and I know there's someone else waiting for us, someone has to keep a promise.
Okay. And the promise
now,
is?
There was a bet made. Let me get to it. There was a bet made on Saturday.
Okay.
That bet includes vodka.
We drink?
And yeah. During my live stream play-by-play call of the Broncos and the Buffalo Bills, and we'll get to the Bills in a moment, someone made a promise. And that promise from this pretty young lady said, quote, if the Broncos win, I'll cosplay as vodka. Close quote. Well, it looked like she was going to get relieved of said duty when the Bills came all the way back, led by 4, and then, just like the Bears did last night, coughed it up. And what, Winnie? Hold on, folks.
She want out.
Yeah, she wants out. Okay. Winnie's out. So, when Denver actually came back and won 33-30 in overtime, and I'm not doing a dote of the week, I'm just using the horns for presentation. And now, folks, we present to you
I'm not coming up. No.
Will you get up here?
Ma'am, get up here.
Get up here.
No.
Get up here.
You got to keep your promise.
You got to pay off. You got to pay off. You can't welch on the bet.
You got to pay your bet.
Why must I do this? Why?
Because you open your mouth.
If you don't get up
I
here,
didn't actually think it was going to happen.
if you don't get up here, we're going to call you the new Empress all day long.
Because yes, Gold Chip, it is you.
Exactly.
Can you excuse me a
Just
moment?
a
I'm getting tired.
Just a moment. Well, while she takes care of that, we're going to take care of this.
Now, forgive me not knowing the brother. You got your mic, but I don't know who the hell you are. It's like you're in the broadcasting witness protection program.
Good morning, Playmaker.
What's up, Playmaker?
Why are you looking? Why are you looking like that, man?
The sigh of relief he has.
That's the most dejected I've ever seen somebody for winning a playoff game.
Correct.
It's been brought to my attention that somebody made a bet and they trying to back out of the bet that they put out.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what I'm hearing?
She made a promise.
Yeah, she did.
And the promise was that if the Denver
That's
Broncos
even worse. That's a promise.
won, that if the Denver Broncos won, she said this, quote, "If the Denver Broncos win, I will cosplay as Vodka on Monday's show." Close quote.
I mean, she's got to do it.
Now let's see it.
Why would you put yourself in that predicament? So why would you put yourself in that predicament? So you did it to yourself. So now you have to pay up.
I mean, everyone kept saying that the only reason why. Yeah, she
hasn't argued back yet. She may have been called away.
Everyone kept saying that the only reason why Josh Allen has not made it to the part of the playoffs is because of the fact that Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs are there. What's the excuse now?
What's the excuse for the Bills?
Yeah.
They don't have any.
The excuse is they have lost every playoff game they have lost has been to a team that has eventually gone on to the Super Bowl.
Oh, that's an interesting omen for the Broncos.
Every single team that they've this is what makes, and we'll talk about Sean McDermott. This is what makes Sean McDermott's firing crazy. They lost in a playoff game, but every team they lost to the Chiefs, 3 times? They lost to the Bengals the year the Bengals went to the Super Bowl. So, this is insane. And that game was the Bills had no business being in that game.
No.
They had no business being in that game. They fight all the way back. They get to overtime. And on a deep throw, it gets intercepted. What more do you want Sean McDermott to do?
Wait a minute, Victor. What hat do you have there?
You want your reason?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Dungeons and Dragons. There you go.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Playmaker to you.
Saw this in the store. I'm like, you know what?
I got 2 words and 1 name for you.
Okay.
Brandon Cooks.
Brandon Cooks.
Brandon
catch. He can't catch. Brandon Cooks can't catch.
I mean, have we ever
Just like
really
Giannis
seen Brandon Cooks?
I got a 4-word sentence. And thank you, Playmaker, for saying his name.
Victor, to answer your question, yes, we have.
Okay,
In this and Playmaker earmuffs in the Super Bowl against the Los Angeles Rams, Brandon Cooks made a catch that they made a catch in the back of the end zone that was outstanding.
Okay, I'm gonna say is he known for catching? Because I'm like, I've known him to be a dog of a runner. But like,
Brandon Cooks. This is a curse of the Brandon Cooks, all right? Because when he was with us and we went against the Patriots, he dropped a freaking touchdown pass that would have changed the whole game.
True.
And Big
I show up and we're already talking about my team. Okay.
Then comes back in the Super Bowl and makes one of the most ridiculous catches you'll ever see in the back of the end zone.
We're talking about the Bills right now.
You got Brandon Cooks. It's the Brandon Cooks account. I'm trying to tell you.
I know, Brent. Listen,
Brandon Cooks is the only wide receiver I know in the post. He will get the ball snatched from him when he has a catch.
Yep, and that should have won the ball game. I should have won that interception, which should have been a catch by Brandon Cooks, should have won the ball game.
Operative word, should have or should have.
Very operative words. Very operative words.
And it got taken away, but the even bigger thing about what happened on Saturday was what does Denver do now?
We'll get to
because Bo Nix is gone. Bo Nix is gone.
Yep,
now what happens?
Deets, hang tight. We're gonna get to that. Let's stick with Buffalo. Let's stick with Buffalo right now. We're gonna get to the Bo Nix injury after the break and what that means for the Denver Broncos, not just going forward for the AFC Championship, but after that. We will get to what happened on the next to last play of the game.
I already know a solution for Denver, to be honest with you.
I don't want to hear your solutions right now, because your solutions are about as backwards as Travion Henderson.
I say Cancun on 3. 1, 2, 3, Cancun.
Cancun.
I didn't say that. Victor said that.
I did.
Anyway.
Before you
shut up, Damian.
Playmaker,
take the floor, will you please?
Promise.
I don't know if she's come back yet because she is not.
You got her on the screen, so I don't know. She's trying to hide and find a way to get out of this promise she made.
Well, she's not getting out of it. I think what happens. I think what happened is that she got called. She got called away. So I'm gonna pot her.
We didn't even get to introduce dog properly yet.
And we're not going to.
Obey your mustard.
I'm not playing that.
I quit.
Okay, so I gotta ask Playmaker a question. When is
you're not right, Deeds.
When's Matt Stafford going to give the engagement ring to Caleb Williams for gifting that game?
You know what? Victor, I'm glad you brought that up. Playmaker, his question.
Here's the thing. Everybody's putting that on Caleb. That's not Caleb Williams' fault. That's actually DJ Moore's fault.
If
you actually look at it.
Thank you. That's
actually DJ Moore's fault.
Which gives me permission to do this. Okay. Here's Chicago Bears, and y'all know the refrain.
Hold on. You gotta explain that.
Because DJ Moore, I can explain it to you in one sentence, Victor. DJ Moore quit running his route. That was a comeback route, and he was not there.
Okay.
That's all DJ Moore.
So then here's my thing. As a quarterback, you see that happen. What are you supposed to do? Find the open man.
He's not supposed. He didn't know he was gonna stop running his route. That's DJ Moore. They've been connecting on that route for the longest.
Mm-hmm.
He was throwing that ball. He was throwing that ball. He was committed to throwing that ball before he even stopped. While he was running his route, he tried to throw it before he ran it, and DJ Moore just stopped which is why that throw went to absolutely no one.
I'm just like,
See, the one thing
That was
the one thing about DJ Moore
made no sense.
let me make
this point. Let me make this point, and I'll borrow from Dietz from earlier in the year when Dietz and Victor called the Cowboys Packers game.
Someone in the middle of the field.
Dear DJ Moore, get your blank to the middle of the blank field. It's not hard.
It really isn't.
And Playmaker, I borrow from you, and thank you for saying this. They have connected on that route the entire second half of the year when they figured it out. And you couldn't figure it out in overtime.
They connected on that route. They connected on that route in the end zone.
I'll give you. I'll back up. I'll use another playmaker point. They've been connecting on that route. Williams was going to throw to that spot before he even took the snap.
When I saw that ball being thrown, all I did was this.
Yeah,
If
I'll buy that.
you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air. Now, why'd you have to throw Dungeons and Dragons away, man? Isn't that what the 90s did? What is wrong with you? No, but Victor's reaction in the private chat summed it up perfectly. 3 words, and it's gone.
And it's gone.
And
I was watching. I'm like,
insert South Park banker here.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing that gets to me, and I know Deez is gonna because he was speaking about this in the private chat.
Mm-hmm.
The Bears had numerous times to score points. Why is it that on 3 separate occasions you try going for it on 4th down?
Why are the Bears? I'll couple that with this question, Victor. Why did the Bears attempt 4th down 6 times?
You know why?
When all you had to do
the curse of Dan Campbell.
No, not Dan Campbell. He knew Matthew Stafford was on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
That's even more reason. That's even more reason. That's even more reason to kick the field goal on your first drive, get your points on the board, and be up 3-0. And they go down. The Rams go down, score a touchdown. Great. It's 7-3. It's 7-3. You're still in the ball game.
It's 7-3 and not 7-0.
Yeah, there's no reason. There was no reason to go for it on the first drive. And then once you went for it on the first drive, you had to go for it again on the second drive. It just domino effect. It just compound.
And instead of it being 10-7 when the Bears did score their first touchdown,
they should have learned.
It should have been instead of it being 10-7, it was 7-7.
They should have learned this against Green Bay because they did the exact same thing in Green Bay.
Thing. And then Green Bay choked it right back to it.
Right. But I said this.
Green Bay choked it right back to him.
I said this to Allie.
If you want to be honest, both head coaches did not call a great game.
No. But I said this to Allie. You cannot rely on miracles every single weekend.
And yet they end up getting one.
And they get one on a play where Caleb Williams is falling back 20 yards. It was like a Madden play. He's running around 20 yards, throws it up as high as he can, and wildly Cole Kmet is standing wide open in the end zone.
I don't know how Cole Kmet got that wide open.
I know how he got that wide open. Because he pushed the guy out of the way. He pushed the guy out of the way to get wide open.
I got to ask this question. Is it just me, or is Caleb, like, all of a sudden afraid to run the ball? Or is he just not
Yes.
There are
Do you really want me to honestly answer that question, Victor?
Let me explain. There are numerous times in the last 3 games, keyword number 3, that Caleb had a pretty decent lane to just scramble and run for the ball and get the first down. And he's like just dancing around trying to find someone to throw the ball to.
Trying to extend the play.
Well, that kind that kind of showed me, and I asked this question. I mean, it showed me they didn't really move him at all. It kind of tells me I think maybe there's some underlying issue with Caleb Williams as far as some kind of injury to his legs. Because what showed that to me is the touchdown that they scored in I think it was the fourth quarter. Yeah, it was the fourth quarter when they went for it on third down. And on third down, they ran some weird looking off tackle play that made no sense. And then the fourth down play, he just stood in the middle. He just stood in the middle of the pocket. Like, if you're in that position, why not third down, run a bootleg, move the pocket, get him out on the edge where the Rams have to decide, do we recover the receivers or do we stop Caleb Williams from running a touchdown? And they didn't do any of that. And you watch that entire game, they did not sprint out of the pocket. They did not do things Caleb Williams normally does. They didn't do those things, and it makes me wonder, did he have some kind of a leg injury going in that it might not have been enough to force him not to play, but it might have been enough to make him say, I can't push it to fourth gear.
Even so, I still would think he would have tried to push it to fourth gear because it's a playoff game and you're at home.
It's a playoff game. You're at home. I mean, there's a part of me that's just like, you know what? Just be glad for how it went down. I mean, the Bears should have been like bottom of the NFC North. Instead, they ended up winning the NFC North, winning a playoff game against their hated rival,
against the Packers.
What I'm saying is, like, if you have a pulled hamstring, like where it's not a strain, it's just kind of pulled. You're trying to work it out. Like you know, hey, if I push off on my leg, this thing's gonna snap. And playoff game or not, you just don't you can't do it because the muscle's just not there. That's something it came to me while I was watching the game. When I was watching that sequence of third down, they didn't even try to move the pocket, get him in a position where he can run or pass for a touchdown. And then fourth down, they did the same thing. He just stood there in the pocket and he's just standing there.
Let me get Playmaker's thoughts on not just that, but your thoughts on your Rams' performance overall in that game, even though they did win and they have to go to Seattle again for the NFC championship game. Let me get Playmaker the floor here.
Not a great performance on the offensive end. It took Sean McVay to the second half to realize, we can actually run on the Bears. Like, they're not one of the best defenses in the league. The Bears lived off turnovers.
Yep, all year.
Mainly pass turnovers.
And guess what? The great thing is, guess what you did do on the offensive end? You didn't turn the ball over.
Exactly.
Now, the thing is, I need Sean McVay to stick with the run. Because you just went to stick there, just did drop back with Matthew Stafford to begin the game, and then you got comfortable. It's like, we can actually throw. No, you have to run the football. When you ran the football in the second half,
Playmaker
was getting yards.
Playmaker, I praised them last week for finding out Blake Corum exists. They didn't use Blake Corum till third down in overtime.
They weren't really using Carryon Williams either until the second half.
They did not use Blake. They had busted Blake Corum out, and he had a bust out game in Carolina, and he didn't touch the ball at all. The other thing I asked Playmaker is, because you were probably watching this more tightly than I was. Was it Bears defense or was it LA? Was it Sean McVay not deciding to go to Puka Nacua? Because it seemed like he had that one catch in the first half, and then I really didn't hear his name the rest of the game. But was that Bears defense or was that McVay?
You give some.
I want to say a little of both
to the Bears defense because with number 9 and number 6 for the Bears, they was all over the field.
Mm-hmm.
Every time you turn around, it was either number 9 or number 6 making plays. I'm like, good gracious.
And I said the Bears are not gonna be able to keep the Rams out of the end zone.
But when it came down to it, when you needed it, who did Matthew Stafford go to? One play, we gonna hit Devontae Adams. The next play, okay, you want to blame that slot corner like you've been doing? Bam, you got. And by the way, Dennis Allen, why would you send the one corner that is on number 12? Why would you send that one?
Before we go to break, Damien's not gonna like me for this, but I don't care.
Oh no.
Plays by CJ is not gonna like me for this, but I don't care.
Okay.
Dear Chicago Bears, give me this camera.
Oh no.
What are you saying oh no for? You knew it was coming. Dear Chicago Bears.
That's why I said oh no.
You have risk, mortgage, thrown away, yeeted away, thrown away your future worse than Jacoby Brissett for DJ Moore.
I knew it was coming.
And then on top of that, you backed the Brinks truck up 2 times. That's for you, Pizzle.
2 times. You found it.
This guy.
Hey,
you found it.
Caleb Williams gonna be a problem.
Caleb Williams gonna be a problem.
I agree with playmaker.
Caleb Williams gonna be a problem.
If
Caleb Williams was a problem, I say this jokingly. If Caleb Williams was going to be a problem, well, you know what? I retract that. I retract that. I retract that because I got 100 Caleb Williams jokes in my head, and I can't make any of them because he guided his team to the playoffs. I mean, he played overtime worse than Jacoby Brissett did for the Patriots in the regular season game, but that's a joke I'm allowed to make. Let's go to a break. When we get back, Jay Spivey is here.
Oh,
back in the news.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner. Go.
Excellent. Yeah, I saw you guys out there.
Owen, let's talk for a second.
Hi, Ellen. Come on in.
When you came into my life, it was a whirlwind.
I just can't do it.
It'll come to you.
It won't.
We had a lot to learn about each other. A lot. Hey, that's good. Things were changing so quickly. We didn't know what the future would hold. Any of us. I just wish you felt more at home now. But we knew you would always be a part of it. Adopting you was the best decision in our life. And I am so proud to call you my son.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy and now begins a future one of matrimony or sport. laments. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central. Because we take this job so serious.
And Father O'Shaughnessy need to go to hell. That's what he needs.
What did Father O'Shaughnessy do?
I quit. We're done here. I'm done. We're out of here.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
What the hell did I do to deserve that one?
I can't
I don't
believe I
know.
even put that in there.
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Well, yours
What
is
the hell
next,
did I
Vic.
do to deserve that?
I got one. I got a new one I'm working on for Victor. The one,
You wanna know the
that
question?
one that I brought.
Is that damn hat you wearing?
Dungeons and Dragons.
No,
What's
the
wrong with my
hat
hat?
you wearing. Not the hat.
Oh, that
Oh,
dog is
that
wearing.
one. The team
The
you may see
Patriots.
in 2 weeks. 3 weeks,
Patriots.
rather. See, why is Scorpion coming out? We got someone waiting for us. Carolina, we going. Jay Spivey is with us. Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm recovering. I've been sick for the last week, but I'm recovering.
Come on,
Oh my goodness. You better now?
I'm turning the corner, but I'm getting there.
That's good.
The Panthers play was so bad that it gave Jay Spivey a cold.
Again, that's not my team. I don't care. Y'all have me confused for another fan.
No. Jay.
Just you living in the area. That
Just a minute. Just a minute. I never thought I'd make this joke, but I'm gonna make it here. Jay, they have you confused for a certain fan.
Well, that's true. That's very true.
Well,
Hey, by the way, let's not forget today is his birthday.
And
Jay, just be glad it's not high blood pressure, because I heard in Carolina there's a lot of salt being thrown around after that playoff
Well,
game.
a lot of people
Oh
around.
no,
here-
there ain't no salt thrown around after that game. That salt has been thrown around because of what happened to the North Carolina Tar Heels this weekend.
Well, that's what I was getting to. A lot of people around here only care about them and their sorry ways.
including said birthday boy.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, Snowman.
Wait,
You probably don't know this.
Change that
You probably
word.
don't know this, but North Carolina got
Especially
beat by
birthday boy.
California.
Say it again.
North Carolina got beat by California.
Why am I surprised?
No, they lost this. They lost Thursday to Stafford and Saturday. Wednesday to Stafford and Saturday to California.
I am not surprised. I am not surprised.
You're
I
not going to
haven't
win
believed.
with one Hubert Davis as head coach.
You know something, Jay? I have not believed in the Tar Heels since April 4th of 2022.
They're not going to win with Hubert Davis as a head coach.
Is it just
Whose idea was it to bring Hubert Davis in as
Well, said
never
birthday
mind.
boy
You
thought
won't-
it was a great idea.
It's that game that you miss is the reason why.
Well, you know
But
what?
Before
You know how I feel
then,
about
everything
that
was
game.
good, and then you decided
No,
to show up in that
man.
national championship game and
They
take a
grew up.
double-digit lead at halftime, and they say, "Oh, the second half don't matter."
You know how I feel about that game. They thought beating Duke was the championship.
Thank you, Jay. Jay's
And
talking about
I,
it.
hear that.
I still hear. I
Here's
still
my
have a lot
problem,
of
though.
I still have a lot of Carolina fans to this day who think it was great that they did that, and then
and
that
not
was
win
their
the
championship.
national
I'm sorry.
championship.
Matter
You
of fact, that actually
played
brings
to
me to a
win
question.
the game.
That brings me to a question. Snowman, can I get the camera real quick? I gotta ask another fan base a question.
Oh no!
All right.
Ohio
No,
State
you
fans,
can't get
are y'all?
because you didn't call. You call for it. Call for it.
Give me the camera. Ohio
That's what I
State
was
fans, y'all still happy about beating Michigan this year and not being able to win the next championship?
That's a good point. That's another one I hear all
Great
the time.
point. Great
And
point.
then last year they lost to him and won the national championship. So which was
and won the doggone thing. And yet a lot of Ohio State fans that I know still consider last year a failure because they did not beat Michigan.
Here's
But
the
you
problem I
won
have.
the national. I swear
I've
to God,
had
this
that
is true.
conversation with one Ohio State fan I know. And he said, a
Mhm.
couple weeks ago, he turned the corner and said, Jay, he said, you're right. I should listen to you.
Here's my problem. Is Carolina just trying to become like the sorriest sports team in the country because or state in the country? Because like every single team has just fallen apart.
Hey, not the Blue Devils.
Not the Canes. Not the Canes.
Not the men Blue Devil teams. They worked in the top 5.
Not the Hurricanes.
Gotta hope put back on you on that one.
Victor, let me answer your question. Did you not see the opening that I play each week for Jay Spivey?
I live in Carolina, but David Tepper wants attention. The Tar Heels is a white and cheese crowd.
Yep. Keep
Cam
going.
Newton elite.
And we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a minute. We'll get
You guys are missing the obvious joke here. That's actual facts. North Carolina lost Atlantic Coast Conference games in California.
Yeah.
That makes absolutely zero sense.
And Texas.
Just a moment. Just a minute. They lost ACC games in Northern California.
Yeah.
And we had this conversation.
Wait a minute. Makes no sense.
They lost both ACC games, which started late at night in Northern California. You can't make this up.
No, you can't. You cannot make this up.
Jay,
There are
Jay,
three ACC losses.
let me ask.
There are three ACC losses: are Stanford, Cal, and SMU.
And SMU put a foot up there behind too.
And SMU stomped a mud hole in them and walked it dry. Say they got a mud hole stomped in them at SMU. They go to Northern California expecting, God help me for capitalizing that word, 2 wins, and they got slapped with 2 losses. One to Stanford at Maples Pavilion and one to California at Haas Pavilion. Really? And they expect this team to compete for a national championship?
They have Hubert Davis. They have Hubert Davis as their head coach.
What was Jay, you said the other coaching candidate when they were hiring at the time. Who was the candidate that was better fit? I know
they
you
should have
said his
hired
name.
Wes Miller.
That's the person.
Who's now at, where is he? Cincinnati, right?
Cincinnati.
Who just knocked off Iowa State?
Who knocked off Iowa State.
And
there's the appropriate. And thank you to Shane's Friends Dogs. There's the appropriate response for that.
Right.
There's the wait. Wes Miller's at Cincinnati. They knock off Iowa State, and the dogs that Shane are watching just go completely off. You gotta love that.
And the Bills are completely insane.
Completely insane.
Let's get there. Let's go there now. This is what we led with, and then like Caleb Williams throwing 3 interceptions, we got intercepted by the Bears. Give me this camera.
Let's not forget about how sorry the Texans were yesterday.
Oh my God, CJ Stroud. Oh my God,
Stroud was terrible.
How many turnovers? 5 turnovers.
I think 5. Yeah, but 5.
5 turnovers.
4 interceptions.
That game had a higher turnover. That game had a higher turnover ratio than Kim Kardashian's bedroom.
Well, if you heard Aikman at the end of the game, Aikman said, "For the Texans to get where they want to be, he's going to have to improve during the offseason."
Now I get it. You didn't have Nico Collins, and you lost Thornton. So it's like
those are his fault.
But
those are his fault.
No, I'm not. I'm saying I know how Houston fans are thinking right now. But CJ, you cannot sit here and just throw the ball any kind of way to avoid a sack.
He's regressed in the last 2 years.
And that pick six, gave the Patriots a lead they would never relinquish.
They thought they were still playing against Pittsburgh because they had a bunch of runs that game too, and came away and won.
CJ Stroud.
Drake May's a better quarterback. Drake May
has improved big time. He's made a liar out of me. But CJ Stroud has not been.
He's going to give CJ Stroud a chance to win the game, and he just won't win it.
He won't. You know what? I'm going to say something, because when we covered draft night, when CJ got drafted, I was unsure about CJ Stroud coming out of Ohio State.
He played great his rookie year. He really did.
He played awesome in his rookie year. Since then, he has regressed. Period.
Maybe he's had too many Applebee's commercials.
Probably.
Well,
I was gonna say
he was playing great this year up until the Denver game where he got the concussion.
Well, he had a concussion a couple of years ago. So all
I'm saying is he was playing very well at the beginning of the year, had that concussion, and since then he has not looked like CJ Stroud. So it could be just concussion, waiting for that to wear off, or it could be something lingering. It could be something lingering. We'll find out next year. But
I know
they should have taken him out yesterday.
I know this.
Bills would have done a better job.
And Big Dog would know this. If you have 5 turnovers and you only can get 21 points out of that other team's defense is off the chain.
Mm-hmm.
That too. I
knew going in that we were going to have problems. I knew going into this game we were going to have problems with Houston's defense, but the fact that we had 5 turnovers,
and you only
says everything.
You got 5 turnovers, and you only got 14.
You only got 7 points.
I think
14. Yeah,
only 7. I think a lot of defenses figured out CJ Stroud. I think CJ Stroud was an anomaly when he came in, and now they figured him out. And now they figured him out, and you're starting to see more of what his true caliber is. I'm not saying he's bad.
Well,
I'm just saying they now figured out.
Well, they got 14. They got 14 points off. They got 14 points off because one of those turnovers was a pick 6.
Yep, one was a pick 6. The other turnover they turned into a touchdown.
The other one was Diggs catching the end zone.
And the thing about it is,
that was insane.
Great game. Drake May had like 4 turnovers.
Drake May had 4 turnovers.
But let's face it, right now,
who
would you rather have? There's no doubt who you'd rather have.
May also had 3 touchdown passes. And you know something? When the Patriots selected Drake May, me and Dog had to talk about it. It looked like that the Patriots are taking a flyer on Drake May. Now look at him. That's how a quarterback gets better.
He's the best quarterback in that draft.
Yep.
Listen, CJ Stroud, 8. Okay, let me ask this question. Is it time for the Texans to dig for another quarterback?
It might be.
No. It's too early to jump ship. It's too early to jump ship, and it's a bad game. Prisoner of the moment, bad game.
It's not prisoner of the moment. Look at his last years. That's not prisoner of the moment.
No. I mean to jump ship would be like, hey, we're going a complete different direction.
You can't backtrack on that.
No, I'm going to say it would be prisoner in the moment to say, all right, let's get rid of him. Let's move on. I mean, it'd be the same. It's the same thing we're going to talk about with Sean McDermott. Like,
this is a winning.
You're going off.
This is not about prisoner of the moment here.
Can you win with? Can CJ Stroud still be a winning quarterback? Absolutely, he can be.
Well, you're going to have
will he be? That's a different story. But he's still a decent enough quarterback.
Better hire some people around him then.
They got to get people who can keep wide receivers healthy. Their wide receivers are hurt every single year, and
that's not the
they got to figure out what they got to figure out why. They got to figure out why.
Go ahead. Jay.
That's not the reason he's regressed.
That's part of the reason.
It's part of the reason.
That's part of the reason. You have two Ricky wide receivers you have to depend on against New England in Foxborough because your number one receiver is out with a concussion.
Y'all are giving him a pass because of these. Everybody has injuries. Everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You can't blame. You can't put that on. You can't say that's the reason he's regressed. That's just absolutely.
We said that's part of the not the main reason. That's part of the reason.
But
it's not the reason, but it's part of it. There's always. How much do we talk about that? How much do we talk about that? We talk about this all the time with guys. Guys have to have a rapport together. Guys have to know all this stuff. They're working out. They take like a month off and then they're working out together. And wide receivers and quarterbacks, we always talk about them having a connection together and doing that. It's hard to do that when you have a rotating cast of characters. One week you have 5 receivers, the next week you have 5 brand new guys coming in.
Well, let me ask Jay.
What?
Let me ask Jay.
That's a hard thing.
And let me put this question to Jay. Let's have Jay explain it. Jay, why has CJ Stroud regressed in the last 2 years?
I think you see it a lot with rookie quarterbacks. They end up having a sophomore or junior slump, and it takes a lot for them to get back to where they were, even higher level, because there are 31 other teams studying how they do.
Yeah,
and he's not improved. He's regressed.
He's gone back. I agree.
You can't put that just on injured receivers. Everybody has injuries.
So does that mean you just kick him out?
I didn't say that.
No.
But it is time to start thinking about that.
But the thing is, we can go to Brock Purdy. The 49ers have been decimated with injuries.
Mm-hmm.
If the 49ers didn't have decimated with injuries, they don't get blown out the way they got blown out by Seattle.
True. True.
49ers are a whole team of injuries.
Yeah,
they are.
Man, listen,
Rick and Pearsall's been in and out of the lineup for how many weeks?
Nobody's had more injuries than the 49ers. The Texans haven't had near the injuries the 49ers have.
Jay, I can playfully stick my tongue out at you because, and I said it also that I didn't think they had a chance against Philadelphia, though my heart said otherwise. And I happened to be watching the game while at dinner with my wife and my daughter and her boyfriend, and I saw the game. I saw the game-winning touchdown and the play that that sealed it. The Niners are just an infirmary right now.
They absolutely are.
What have I been calling them this entire season, Snowman? The walking wounded.
The walking wounded.
And the game
they keep talking like a walking mash unit.
They keep talking about Kittle. Kittle might miss almost all, if not.
Yeah, I think Kittle's gone next year. Yeah, I think Kittle's gone next year. For it to happen this late,
that's not an injury you recover
injury.
Overnight. That's almost a year or more.
No.
You're talking 12 to 14 months.
That's a year-long injury. So I'm counting on us not having Kittle next year coming, not to be ready for training camp coming back from a torn ACL. No, I don't know what we're going to do with Pearsall, to be perfectly honest with you, because in 2 years, he's only played in a handful of games.
And he's not a number one. They definitely need some receivers.
He's not.
And they need a true They need a true running back.
Yeah, they do. They need.
Okay, so do they go out and draft them?
They're going to have to get some players on offense.
What the Niners need to do is shore up their depth at very key positions.
Yeah.
And
like I said, do they do that in the draft?
Maybe.
Well, that's part of it, yeah.
Yeah. And dog, you're not going to like me for this, but I'm going to make this joke anyway. You shore up your depth the same way dog shores up his liquor cabinet on a night when he's working as a bouncer.
There you go.
I quit.
You sure? You sure?
Here's my question for Jay. Where does Buffalo go from here?
You would make that joke.
Where does Buffalo go from here? Because they did the stupidest thing they've ever done.
Decision to fire him.
Because you have a string of playoff appearances, and as Dietz said at the top of the program, every playoff loss that Josh Allen has suffered has come against a team that has or can potentially reach the Super Bowl.
The problem is not Sean McDermott. It's the general manager for not having any receivers.
Mm-hmm. For not
So I gotta
showing
believe
up the
I'm
receiving
sure we'll
core.
find this out. I'm sure we'll find this out. I can't imagine they fire McDermott without Josh Allen's approval.
They better
Can't
not.
imagine they didn't talk to him about this.
That's crazy.
I can't. You know something? Jay brings up a point. He does bring up a point. Did Josh Allen give the green light for them to get rid of McDermott?
They had to have spoken to him about this. They're not going to do this without his approval.
And I looked this up. I looked this up yesterday because we had this discussion. And Snowman, give me this camera.
Yeah. Oh boy! Now Dietz is calling for it. Go.
I have to do this because we had this discussion yesterday, and Chris Delorio, you were right. McDermott got fired. There you go. I paid off our bet. I'll get you a shot next time. All right. Anyway, continuing on with the story. So, anyway, what's happened? What I looked at yesterday is Sean McDermott. He was only getting $8 million. John Harbaugh just signed a $20 million a year contract. The next coach that comes in there is going to be asking for 12 or $13 million.
At least.
So, Buffalo, what are you doing? You're just spending money for no reason. I don't get it. I don't understand this move.
The Bills are pulling from the Jets playbook, I guess.
It's the ownership. Look, forget the Jets playbook. They're borrowing. This ownership. I can't figure out. And now, apparently, they're going to have the money because they played their last game at Rich Stadium.
That's correct.
So that comes into play also.
That could be a reason why they did do what they did, because they're going into a new stadium and they want to probably do a fresh start, which doesn't excuse Josh Allen, because guess what? Everybody has said, Josh Allen, this is your year. There's no Patrick Mahomes. There's no Joe Burrow. There's no Lamar Jackson.
That's what I said earlier. It was
right.
Like everyone kept saying that the only reason why Josh Allen can't get to the Super Bowl is because Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Chiefs weren't even in the playoffs this year.
Chiefs didn't even make the Chiefs. Ended up what, 6-11?
They don't have any receivers, none.
And they both these guys.
How do you not have any receivers for the best quarterback in the NFL?
For the reigning MVP. You don't have any receiver. That's a big problem.
I don't think you're going to get a whole lot of doubt right now that he's the best quarterback in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the pressure is on Josh Allen for when we came to the playoffs.
So how do you not have any receivers?
Well, the biggest playmaker, the biggest slap in the face to the Buffalo Bills was they lost on Saturday, and then Stephon Diggs goes out and does what he did on Sunday against the Texans, and the Bills just let him go. He wanted to come back to play in Buffalo, and they just let him walk.
They let him walk.
Yep.
Just like the Vikings let him walk. And now Stephon Diggs is playing for an AFC championship.
I don't have a whole lot of problem with it, because Diggs ought to be in jail for some of the stuff he's done.
Alleged. Nothing has been proven.
He should have got 5 to 10.
Right, but we're talking about how Buffalo has no receivers. The GM had a chance. They had one. He was there. He led them to the highest of heights that they've been, and they said, "Nah, we're good. We'll go get somebody else." Well, the guys you got didn't step up.
I go back to the draft a couple of years ago. How do you trade with one of your biggest with the Chiefs, and then let them draft a receiver?
And let them draft Xavier Worthy, and you get nothing.
That's not Sean McDermott's fault.
No,
it's the GM's fault, and the GM in the article I was reading about Sean McDermott, they said, and the general manager, whatever his name is, he's still in good footing. I was like, how is this? How are they not connected?
How is he in good footing?
Terry McGowan.
I have no idea how that's working out.
I don't know.
And Brandon Beane will be leading the search for the new head coach, which should be very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Which should tell you everything you need to know.
Who doesn't want that job? Who doesn't want that job?
That's what I'm saying. Whoever goes into that job is going to take it, and they're going to go in and say, well, Harbaugh just got 20, so you're giving me at least 12.
Mm-hmm.
You're giving me at least 12 mil a year.
At least 12. Yep. All right, we're up against the break. Jay Spivey joins us as he does every Monday, breaking all things down with the playoffs. Jay, thank you very much, my friend. Love having you on. Can't wait to have you on next week.
All right, man.
Wait, Jay, before you go, who you got? No, we didn't get Jay's pick.
I just realized a mistake that and Deech, you're right. We didn't get his pick for the national championship. We'll get all that. And plus, this guy's on the hot seat after the break. I'm going to have a little fun with a friend of 9 years. Snowman in the Morning, hour 2 after this.
This is Snowman in the Morning. Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner. Go.
Excellent. Soccer is fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there.
Owen, let's talk for a second.
Hi, Ellen. Come on in.
When you came into my life, it was a whirlwind.
I just can't do it.
It'll come to you.
It won't.
We had a lot to learn about each other. A lot. Hey, looks good. Things were changing so quickly. We didn't know what the future would hold. Any of us. I just wish he felt more at home now. But we knew you would always be a part of it. Adopting you was the best decision in our life. And I am so proud to call you my son.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another Beating a Dead Horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central. Because we take this job so serious.
And Father O'Shaughnessy need to go to hell. That's what he needs.
What did Father O'Shaughnessy do?
I quit. We're done here. I'm done. We're out of here.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
After the hour.
I'm sorry,
Because it's
dog.
fun.
We need to have a discussion
Okay.
About
because this is like blowing up the internet, like,
Okay.
and now it's starting to get on my nerves.
Well, before you do that, let me take care of a little business. 5 after the hour, and we owe you an ID. Oh, and of course, I pushed the wrong button. Let me try that again. Take 2. 5 after the hour. Yeah, you don't want to know the size of this scuff. 5 after the hour. Now 6 after the hour. We owe you an ID. This is Snowman in the Morning.
You're listening to WQVZ, 1700 AM Mission Radio.
For me and the Lord, we got an understanding.
Oh,
We're on a mission from
shucks.
God.
I lost the button I needed to hit. Now it's 6 after the hour, and something's getting on Playmaker's nerves. So I'm not even going to wait for him. You know what? There's someone else we got to bring in.
I was about to say, hold up a second, boss.
Don't we have a reveal?
Allow me. Allow me.
No.
Because I know
I'm doing this
right now.
Go ahead, dog. Go ahead, dog.
I know a cure for Denver's ills. It's called vodka. Wait a minute, vodka? Vodka! We drink! No, this vodka races. Bring her up.
Come on up, vodka.
Don't call me vodka.
Can we call you Cute Empress then?
No. You can call me Empress. It's not Cute Empress.
That's a lie.
If you don't,
That's
bring
a lie.
that up there so we can continue on with the show.
Wait. Just a moment.
If you call me cute, I'm not coming up.
Yes, you are.
I'm not.
That's a lie. Now get up here. Come on. You pay your
Fine.
tithes.
Fine. Okay. Fine.
There she is.
Hi.
Vodka.
Wait, what happened?
What happened?
My wife is singing the Indiana
okay.
fight song. Getting ready for the night. National championship tonight. Yours truly on the call. It's Miami and Indiana. 7:00 is our pregame. 7:30 is the kickoff. That is what you heard. My wife singing her alma mater's fight song.
So it's the Cute Vodka Empress. Gotcha.
I'm not cute.
Too late.
What?
Cute.
Maybe this is a learning lesson from you. This should be a learning lesson for you to not make promises on games.
All right. What is bothering the playmaker today besides 1, 2, 3, kick? 1, 2, 3, kick.
1, 2, 3.
One,
Cat.
two,
Oh,
three.
cat. Oh,
And then she comes with it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Did you tell her the?
What? No, I haven't said anything. I have not said anything, playmaker. I have not said anything.
Then how does she know about the 1, 2, 3 cap then?
She heard it.
You want me to do my version, Playmaker?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so here's the thing, playmaker. You know what you always tell me to do? Hold on, everybody. You know what Playmaker always tells me to do when he does his show? He always tells me, spread the word, get everybody in here.
Get everybody in here. This is the same thing I do. Every morning.
So
Get
of
everybody
course,
in here.
whenever Shooting Lights Out is on, I was like, hey, everybody get on in here. Shooting Lights Out is on, and Playmaker and Cole are on one already.
You want to hear my version, Playmaker?
No, I do not.
Just a moment. Yes, you do.
No, I do not.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't? Huh?
That's a lie. I don't. No. It's already bad enough that the very first thing Victor puts in the chat is the 1, 2, 3 kick, and then thankfully Victor was still in the chat when Cole was doing his thing, and he kept the call cap on Cole. And I'm like, thank you.
Yes. See, I can be useful. I can be a useful engine at points.
I'm like, cuz they out here going and
I was
1, 2, 3.
when
I'm like,
Victor
thank you,
did
Victor. Thank you very
Right.
much.
when Victor did that when Victor did that, I laughed so hard my stomach hurt.
The fact that Cole enjoyed it is what
then-
made me happy. Because like Cole, like our burst out, like he's like, I love the fact that caught on. I'm like, I'm sure you did.
I'm like, it's like everything we do get caught on, but especially by this group.
Hey, this is how we pay homage to all the other
This is how we pay homage to every member of this team.
Like, if you
Because
want to see the original stuff,
I'm
you go
still
to this
trying to
show.
figure. I'm still trying to figure out what the hell Father O'Shaughnessy did to end up going to hell.
I don't
you
know.
what Father O'Shaughnessy did on that June afternoon.
No, I don't.
I think he
But you know something? This is where I pay homage to both the Empress and the Playmaker at the same time, because I kind of, sort of, maybe hopped in Discord the day Victor said 1, 2, 3 cap, and I may have repeated it several times. So then Jen takes advantage of it, and out comes 1, 2, 3 cap. Old Gertie Fat.
Oh Lord!
I've improved it.
And then
I've improved it.
There's
I've
more.
improved
There's
it.
more. I may kind of sort of added a twist to it.
Oh no.
LBJ Fat.
But it is not
This I
Wednesday.
am not a part of. This I am not a part of. Okay.
It is not Wednesday. It is not Wednesday. So I will stick to the schedule and save it for Wednesday.
That's a lie.
This is. I had nothing to do with this.
Can I say it yet?
Oh, I know you have nothing to do with that one.
We need that. We just need a sound. We need that wide sound bite. It's not Wednesday.
It's not.
We would wear that. We would wear that out so bad.
We need wise here, period.
Wise, if you're listening, whenever you get a chance, hop on with us. Here, let me take care of something real quick. And there's something else I need to take care of. Now, last week, I put the dog on the hot seat and made him laugh uncontrollably.
This week,
I have another victim.
Oh. Okay.
Who's on the hot seat this week? This guy.
What?
Why? Because he's one of my best friends, and he always finds a way to make me laugh when I don't want to laugh.
Yeah.
And I'll relay 2 stories about him. One of the first years we were together on the air, as I mentioned, we would tape our segment in advance. Well, one week, saw on the schedule 2018, Iowa and Northwestern were scheduled to play in Iowa City. And we all know Dietz is a big Iowa fan, and we all know why he's a big Iowa fan and the tradition they have at Kinnick Stadium. So when he described that, Dietz, and I love you for this, brother, just launched into why Iowa was going to, how'd you put it, drill Northwestern. I'm sitting back laughing so hard, my stomach hurt. I'm trying to get him back on track, and he must have been talking for 10 minutes. I hung up the phone. He called me back. And it's still going. But when he called me back, he says, "Are we still recording?" Yes, we're still recording. And he goes off again. And the last thing I heard him say was, "And that's why Iowa will beat Northwestern."
Yep.
Then Dietz heard me cracking up laughing. And Dietz goes, "What? What'd I do?" I said, "Bleep you, Dietz." And I hung up again. He called me back again, and he says, "How long did I go on?" I said, "Total 35 minutes. He's like, "What?" And then the line that broke me for the rest of the day. He said, I gotta do this right. He said, quote, 35 minutes and I didn't do one thing to break down the game. Cool.
The game we did this year.
35 minutes of Dietz going completely off about NU and Iowa.
Mm-hmm.
And not one X, not one O. Describe the tradition.
Not one play.
Which I love dearly. But he just went off. Which I love dearly. And I wound up playing the whole thing on this show. I broke it up into 2 parts, put a break in the middle of it, and he said, great job editing that. It took an hour for me to edit that doggone thing. Now, I'll share this one, and y'all are familiar with this next one.
Mm-hmm.
So Dietz and Vic got together and called Cowboys Packers. In fact,
Here we go.
Dietz begged me all week, and he said, you got to let me call the Cowboys Packers game. I do. Yes,
I
was
was
a Cowboys game.
I didn't want to do it.
And I want to do a Cowboys game.
I didn't want to do
That's
it.
some bulls. Yeah, right. No, I'm kidding. I know you were hesitant, Victor. Dietz was not. Dietz was like, hey, I'm ready. I'm going to be at the bar Sunday night. You got to let me do it. All right. You're on. So I'm sitting here in studio. I put the link together. Dietz and Vic hop on. Dietz is doing a great job. And then I hear the first line that broke me.
Yep.
Prescott goes back to pass and he throws it to, oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, that was like 2 hours into the game. That was like 2 hours into the game.
I'm sitting here dying. And by the way, Dietz didn't apologize, nor should he apologize for that moment. And I love that. The other one that got me was when he said, quote, put somebody in the middle of the bleep field. It's not difficult.
That started football 101.
That
started football 101.
I was in the first quarter. I was an hour into the game.
An hour in. So it was put somebody in the middle of the field first, and I finally got them both cut. I just need to edit them. And the second one was back to pass, and he throws it to y'all know the rest.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And I saw the look on Dietz's face after the second one. And he says, Dak back to pass, throws it to, oh, Jesus Christ. And he just drops his head.
Well, we know Dak's going to mess up something. We know Dak's going to mess up something. We know he's going to throw at least one.
I'm sitting here dying, listening to this. And next day, Dietz says, you got to cut those 2 pieces. I finally got to it. But I had to have a little fun with Dietz. I
still think the best moment Snowman was the first time we ever talked. Snowman is in Starbucks, and I went off for about 10 minutes straight, just 10 minutes of just rolling, and then I ended it with, I hope I didn't just get you kicked out of Starbucks.
Yes.
I think the one we have now is even crazy. It's even funnier because I was
high on caffeine. First time Dietz and I ever got together. He said we should record a segment. You're on. And Dietz went completely nuts.
And all you hear is the Starbucks lady go, Holy cow!
Yeah. That was one of my that was I forgot who that was, but it was one of my favorite baristas. But she heard Dietz go off. She saw me doubled over. I'll tell you what, Dietz, let me say this. She saw me doubled like this, laughing. And then she heard Dietz finish his rant. And before she walks away, Dietz says, I hope I just didn't get you kicked out of Starbucks. She walks by. I don't think Dietz heard her answer. She walks by and she says, you're fine. That was the funniest thing I ever heard. She gave me a green tea lemonade on top of that.
I'll say this, man. 4 of my favorite Dietz moments have come from just this season alone, this year alone. The 2 I got from the Green Bay game.
Yeah, 2 of them in the same game. Mm-hmm.
Dogs Alarm Island, which Dietz absolutely no-sold. And then
I'm never going to live that down.
After happening in college, Dietz is like, oh, so did Jen get the magic number? Yeah, she cleared it by this much.
Yes.
That's it, I quit. And walks off.
I quit, yes.
That's not, Victor, that's not even including the wrestling promo I did for Iowa, Indiana.
I remember it. Iowa,
Yes.
Indiana.
Yes, I remember that. I remember that.
That was classic.
You know what's funny about that game, Dietz? I listened to Iowa's call of that game with the great Gary Dolphin.
So did I.
Call for that game. I didn't get a chance to get a clip from Don Fisher, who will call tonight's national championship game for the Hoosier Radio Network. You can just see the dismay in Gary Dolphin's. You can hear it in his voice and you can see it in his movements when Indiana got the first down to win the game, to seal the game.
Oh, when they missed that field goal to take the lead, not Gary Dolphin, but the ball guy who does the analysis, he almost flipped the table. He almost flipped the table over, and they had the camera on them. They had the YouTube camera on them, and I saw him. I was like, he's gonna flip it. Yep. This is gonna be great.
I thought he was going to flip the table, and the notes were going to go flying into the crowd. Speaking of the hot seat, I'm going to have a little fun with this Empress right here.
The cute
Put that down.
I'm not cute.
Yes, you are.
I'm not cute. Who said that? Who said that? I'm going to throw hands. I'm going to throw hands. Come on. Go get these hands.
Daughter, calm down.
Father.
Calm down. When I was doing, I told
I'm
the
just
story.
here at
She
this
wasn't on. She wasn't on with this. Oh, you're next.
Again.
The hell you said.
Last week.
I told the story at the top of the show, and she wasn't here. She got called away. Denver was leading, and that's when Miss Yoso here, or Miss Yoso Vodka, decided to open her whole mouth and say, quote, you know what? I have something. All right, what? If the Broncos win, I, on Monday's show, will cosplay as Vodka. Close.
I may have egged that on in her chat.
Dawn was the one who edged on the idea.
I kind of figured Dawn had a hand.
And you listen to him?
Look, here's the thing. In my defense.
Oh, come on, dude. Come on.
Listen, in my defense, on my stream the other night, I was browsing through Booth. I was looking for some cute outfits that I could give to Hime for her model, as well as some potential outfits for my 3D debut MMD concert.
Right.
And what do you know? I find for free, mind you, this is for free.
It doesn't matter. You let dog talk you into something that he knew it was going to happen.
Right.
Look, I was looking for Uma Musume stuff anyway because I was thinking of doing an MMD of Next Frontier.
Let me put it like this. Dog set you up on purpose. And you left for it.
So wow.
Someone get the license plate of that bus that just ran me over.
Right.
Dog, you wrong for that because you knew what you was doing. You knew exactly what you was doing.
If Playmaker had his camera on the whole time, that could have been a new bumper.
It is a new bumper. It most certainly will be when I get finished.
Speaking of Playmaker,
it's at my
Playmaker, you tease this.
What the hell?
You tease this. What?
It's at your expense once again.
Okay.
I want to know what the internet is going off on.
Yeah, go ahead.
So this is where
we'll do that after the break. But I gotta have a little fun. I gotta have a little fun with this guy here. I gotta have a little fun with Playmaker here because
did you have
in the 3.5 years he's been on this program, so many moments have happened. But
too many moments.
When he popped onto the show in his usual spot, and all you hear Playmaker after we greet him, the entire crew greets him. All you hear is this sentence. Quote, I can't believe I'm really gonna do this. Push the button.
Oh yeah.
Close.
Yep.
I remember that.
Yeah, I can't forget that either because the whole chat lost their goddamn mind that day.
Yeah, it did.
He came on after Snowman was going off on Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. And he said, and Playmaker comes in, he's like, all right, go ahead, Playmaker. Go ahead, give it to me. He's like, Snowman, push the button.
Yep.
Push the button. It's Wednesday. You know a button to press.
First of all,
even I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
It's a rarity. It's a rarity because of a certain segment, which we've done less of lately, that Playmaker shows on a Wednesday. So when he shows on a Wednesday, you know something's up. But he just looked into this. He just looked into the camera, and you can see the eyebrow on his right, my left, just inch up slowly, and you just heard him say, I don't even know why I'm doing this. Push the button.
I don't even know why I said it like that because I knew exactly what I was doing. But
all right,
I don't know why.
We got to go to a break. Playmaker teased something that has made him angry. Which means
and we still have the natty picks at the end of the show.
We do.
Dog, you keep out of this.
We got time for both.
We got time for both. You keep out of this, dog, before I take one of your bottles away. Nah, I'm kidding.
No.
Back in the deuce.
We're back in a deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
You can say you're not impressed. You can say you're not happy. You can say all these things, but no, whatever the case may be, the Buckeyes are on top of the football world. And it's just where it is.
The SEC.
And what does Georgia do? Well, as a team that has a championship pedigree would do, they came out full guns blazing, just like a tested SEC team would do. And
Big 12.
That team right there that is ranked 15 that put up 45 points.
Yes, sir.
They were picked at last at the beginning of the season.
The ACC.
Start with the biggest name first. Chapel Bill now. It's no longer called Chapel Hill. It's called Chapel Bill because Bill Belichick is now the head coach of the North Carolina Tar Heels. The CLP rankings, do away with that.
Right.
Do away with it.
Bring down the gridiron on the Playmakers Blog Network YouTube channel and where you can find podcasts. Because we take this job so serious.
Nacho fry. Would you like a nacho fry? Would you like a nacho fry?
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Off of an idea. And it's Jed's fault and Napoleon's fault for giving me the suggestion. Knowing Victor calls me the mad scientist for a reason.
Yep.
Nacho fry, nacho fry, nacho fry.
So when they gave me that suggestion, they're like, you should do one for Gura. Here.
I'm missing somebody else.
Now I want nacho fries.
So 20 minutes later, I
There
had
you
that. I had to improve the quality of it, and thank you, Napoleon, for sending me the materials to do that. Okay, Playmaker, what's got you all amped up now?
Nacho fries, really?
Tell me that doggone. Now I'm hungry.
Hey, what's wrong with a few nacho fries?
Nacho fries deserve better than that. You did nacho fries a disservice.
No, that was. Hey, I just took an idea and ran with it.
You don't run with every idea that you get.
Oh no.
Gee, there's some ideas you think, we'll see. That should have been one we'll see. Nacho fries
that
deserve
one
better.
that one had to go live. Because of the person, not just because of the person more than the product.
Now, I don't need the camera. Put everybody back on the screen. This is a group discussion here.
A group discussion. Oh no.
This is a group discussion because
crap.
the internet is blowing up because a certain play happened with the Broncos and the Bears that we talked about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And a play that happened with the Rams and Bears that resulted in a different outcome has people losing their mind.
Not me.
For those of you who are just turning, don't know what we're talking about. We're talking about the interception in overtime that was awarded to the Denver Broncos over what happened between the cornerback and Brandon Cooks.
Mm-hmm.
And people are saying that should have been a catch. Brandon Cooks was down by contact, all this other stuff.
Time. Victor.
Yes.
I ain't messing with you, but Teflon Don said this. Go on, Playmaker.
I already saw that too. Yeah, I already saw that.
I just saw it.
That's been in there for more than almost 15 minutes.
And no, Napoleon, I'm not wearing the ogre recap you found online. Continue, Playmaker.
On the Bears and Rams game, people were trying to figure out why was the Devontae Adams catch a catch and not a fumble for a turnover for the Bears.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to Dietz first.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Well, the first one was a simultaneous catch. And in that case, it's up to the discretion of the call. So they're gonna let it go. They're gonna let that go, and they're gonna let them fight. Whoever fights for the ball is gonna have the ball.
It's basically what happened with Green Bay and Seattle years ago. The Golden Tate,
the
Hail Mary.
Fail Mary. Thank you, Victor. I was trying to think of the term.
That's kind of like where like usually they say if it's between the two of them, usually you're gonna give it to the offense. And that's what
Usually you give it to whoever. I mean, when the cornerback gets hopped up cleanly with the ball. It was pretty much a sealed deal, but there's no way to overturn that. There's no way to say who actually caught the ball, who had possession. So I don't see a problem with the pick.
Mm-hmm.
The Devontae Adams play. People are saying that was a fumble.
Yeah.
They must have been watching a different game because that was not a fumble.
That was a catch.
That was a clear catch. He went to the ground. He secured the ball, and then he rolled over and it popped up out of bounds.
Well, you know. You know what? The Midwest Committee of Bear Idiocy, and Damien, I do not include you in this thing. You know, the Midwest Committee of Bear Idiocy saying, "See, everybody's against
this.
This is
all types of fans. This is all types of fans, including Bills.
Okay. I retract my statement.
No, I'm saying that's why I'm like, this is like. I know when it comes to the NFL, we have a hard time figuring out what a catch is to do the NFL rules.
Because they keep changing the doggone rule.
Yeah.
But as they
only
said,
there was a guy.
The Buffalo and Broncos game, you couldn't tell if Brandon Cooks actually had the ball or not.
Right.
He didn't.
So they hit the ground, the dude rolled over, and he had the ball.
Mm-hmm. That was a pick. Clear pick.
But Devontae Adams, and they clearly showed it on the replay. I don't know how y'all be missing this because they literally showed it.
Mm-hmm.
He caught the ball. His knee was down
before
they took it out of his hand.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of like everyone does stuff like that though in every game. I mean, there was one game where receiver had the ball, rolled over on a person, rolled on the ground, was on the ground for a good whole 3 seconds. It was a Bears game too, and then the ball pops out like, oh, it's Green. It was Green Bay. It was Green Bay and Chicago.
Was that the regular season game?
Yes.
Was that the regular season game?
Yes. Had the ball, rolled over a Packer, was on the ground for 3 seconds, then the ball pops out. They said they got it. The referees actually make the call that the Packers have recovered the fumble, only for them to say, actually, no, he's down by contact. Like, he was down by contact for like 3 whole seconds.
Yes.
How do y'all miss it? Y'all closer than we are.
Well, I mean, all of this goes back. All of this goes back to what Playmaker said. The NFL doesn't know what a catch is. It took them 3 years. It took them 3 years to figure out Des Bryant caught the ball.
True.
They came out 3 years later and said, "Yeah, we messed up."
The problem is
you can't take these things in 3 years. It's bang. Like
that was called a catch. If I remember right, that was called a catch on the field. That was called
it was called. Yeah, it was called a catch on the field, and it was overturned by replay.
Here's the problem. They always
How is it
change
overturned by
something,
replay?
or they add something
Never
to
mind.
make a catch even harder to complete. Because first it was both hands on the ball, both feet in bounds. Then it's both feet in bounds, and then if you drop a knee down, but the ball pops out, it's not complete. Or you have to survive the ground, or you have to make a football move.
No, that's the best. That's the best. You have to make a football move. What the hell is that?
I mean,
they're all unplaying making football moves. I don't understand this.
When I first started watching football, NFL football, the rule at that time was simple: a catch and 2 feet down, or a catch and a knee down.
And
a knee equals 2 feet.
Yes,
that's a catch. Now it's gotten more
You gotta survive the ground. If the ball pops out the very tail end, it's not a catch. A football move. I'm sorry. In my opinion, if you make a move forward towards the goal, towards the end zone, that's a football move. Am I wrong?
It's a football move.
I think the best.
I got one for Victor.
The best example of this is, and Bears fans will know this well. It was Megatron against the Bears when he caught a touchdown and dunked it over the goalpost, and they called it incomplete because he dunked it over the goalpost.
Oh my!
Yep, 2010. That's where all this. That's where all this like really started. I mean, the catch rule. I got one for Victor. The catch rule is more convoluted than what Chicago State offered for lunch in their lunchroom.
Oh man.
Damien, you being a homer, you know darn well the monkey ever caught that ball.
That's what Damien. That was a catch. Deal with it. Clearly,
that was a catch. I'm like, that's clearly a catch. Like
that was a catch.
So I asked,
and you know what hurt y'all more is the fact that the defensive back that was behind Devontae Adams was the one who touched him while the other one was trying to strip the ball.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So catch, touchdown. Touchdown by a defender. That's a catch. That's a catch.
See, with Brandon Cooks and the cornerback, it was just them two by themselves. Wasn't nobody else around.
And Dietz just got flipped off for reminding Damien of that Megatron catch.
So here's my question then.
Damien, we love you for being with us. And Sick Diggy, thank you for being with us. We love you as well.
Hold on.
Go ahead, Victor.
Does the NFL then have the gigantic meeting where it's like, okay, we're gonna come up with a clear, concise definition on what a catch is because y'all ain't getting it right?
No, they're not.
The NFL coming up with a clear, concise. The NFL coming up with a clear, concise meaning of what a catch is.
You fool! Because this stuff's going to keep happening, and you're going to have a lot of people getting upset and probably start protesting.
The NFL coming up with a clear, concise meaning of what a catch is.
You tripping.
Funny thing is, I watched the old clip, and it happened to the Baltic Dallas Cowboys. They were playing against the Bay Buccaneers.
Mm-hmm.
When Baker Mayfield hit Jalen McMillan, which should have been a touchdown, but the cornerback came over the top, ripped the ball from him while they were going to the ground. And ended up being an interception for the Cowboys instead of a touchdown for the Buccaneers.
And that's the other thing. It catches in the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
Once 2 feet go down and hit the ground, that should end the play.
It happens all the time. If it's simultaneous, they'll most likely they'll give it to the guy who comes up with the ball.
Yeah.
That's usually the rule, and that's usually what happens. So.
I got a question for Play.
Go ahead.
I got a question for Playmaker. Have you ever, sir, been to Raymond James?
No.
I know you've seen Alltel Stadium, aka whatever the heck it's called now.
Everbank Stadium,
Everbank Field. It's Alltel. Hell, if you really want to go old school, it's the Gator Bowl. That they turned into Alltel, but that they turned into Alltel Stadium, which is now Everbank Stadium. I know you've been in
Yeah, I was just in it before in Georgia. Not that long ago.
I'm just saying, like, I think another thing to address is catches in the end zone. Because I think once a person goes down, once 2 feet hit the ground, end the play.
Yeah.
And for some reason, they let these plays extend while they're in the end zone. They come down with it, both feet in bounds, but if the ball comes out, they're like, oh, that's an incomplete pass. Like, the play should be over.
Play should be over.
Victor's waving the flag for the Baltimore Ravens on that one. Isaiah Likely, anybody?
Yeah.
So I know we're running short. I know we're running short on time. So let me transition here with an idea with the idea I came up yesterday for tonight's game.
Okay.
If you're the Miami Hurricanes,
you lay down and get beat like a dog. No, I'm kidding.
They should have Jeremy Shockey lead the team out of. They should have Jeremy Shockey lead the team out. Why? Dog, put your earmuffs on.
Oh no.
Who did Jeremy Shockey beat in the Super Bowl?
The Patriots.
The undefeated Patriots. What's Indiana right now? Undefeated. It only makes sense. Shockey should be there in there. You know, everybody from Miami is going to be on that sideline.
God,
I'm gonna put it to you.
That's going to be a Hall of Fame sideline tonight.
It is. Everybody's
Miami.
Let's.
You should Miami. You should feel disrespected. Indiana's undefeated. Indiana's favorite. You have to wear your away jerseys, but the game is in Miami. You're home, and nobody believes you can beat Indiana in your own building. And you have to wear your away jersey. So you should come out there, feel disrespected, and come out and punch people in their mouth.
Here's the other thing. Here's the other thing to watch for tonight. Now, Playmaker just said it. Miami is the away team in the Orange Bowl. Does anybody remember what happened the last time Miami was the away team in the Orange Bowl?
They won the national championship because it was against Nebraska, 1984.
Against Nebraska. Do you remember what Nebraska said before the game?
That I don't know.
In pregame warm-ups, Miami is not allowed to do the fog. They're not allowed to do the smoke when they come out of their tunnel. So what happened? Sebastian, the mascot, stole a fire extinguisher and sprayed the fire extinguisher, and Miami came out during the smoke. So Indiana, let Miami come out and do their theatrics, do their stuff. Don't piss them off, because that ends badly. And just ask Tom Osborne, that ends badly.
Yeah, just ask Turner Gill also.
Damien's
just
wrong.
ask Turner Gill also, trying to go for a 2-point conversion to win the thing, and it was a horrible pass. Dan Levely is with us. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. Go check out the Dan Levely show if you haven't already.
But I would say this. If Dr. K is listening, Indiana is that team, though.
What do you think she was singing earlier?
That's that.
What do you think she was singing earlier?
That team
she was singing the Indiana fight. She was singing the Indiana fight song.
In 2 years, Kurtz and Ed has turned that program into a football school.
Into a football power.
And a little teaser for tomorrow when Pizzle, or the next time Pizzle's on. Indiana is going places because of the transfer portal.
Yep.
What they got in the transfer portal this season is outstanding. So we'll talk about that, but we got a game. We got a game to pick.
We do have a game to pick, and I'm going to start down here. Be you Indiana or be you Miami?
This is, like Dietz said, this is like the Super Bowl when the Giants and Patriots squared off.
Mm-hmm.
This time, though, it will go undefeated. Indiana, but it's going to be closer than the spread.
To the Playmaker.
I think Miami has been good. They have won games that were ugly. Texas A&M 10-3. They have one game in dominant fashion. Ohio State. Who ever thought that? So they are equipped to be in this moment. However, when you have a Heisman Trophy ranking that is cool as the other side of the pillow as Mendoza is, I gotta go Indiana.
Okay, Stuart Scott, and thanks for that tribute, because I love Stuart Scott. To Vicala we go. Be you Hoosiers or be you Hurricanes?
First and foremost, Damien's wrong. He said, if you're Miami, you should go get 2 as your quarterback. No, please don't do that.
Oh, God, no. Victor, your pick.
This game, I'm going to take an L either way because I really like both teams. I like what they've started.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to go with the undefeated side. I'm going to go with Indiana, and I think it's going to be a walk-off field goal this time. Now, mind you, every time I say it's going to be a walk-off field goal, they end up blowing the doors off the other team. I
They're
don't think it's
blowing
going
the
to happen
doors
this
off the
time.
team. Because you said it was going to be a walk-off field goal against Alabama, and I agreed.
Yes.
I agreed, and then that happened.
Yep.
Deets, your pick.
All right. So it's been Indiana. Now, Indiana tonight, Elijah Sarah, Charlie Becker. Those are the names you need to learn. You need to learn and need to know them because they're going to play a part in how this game finishes. That being said, it's in Miami. Miami is going to be stoked on that sideline with as many Hall of Famers as you can put. Michael Irvin, Ed Reed, Vince Wilfork, Shockey. The list goes on and on and on and on.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
But on the field, they have a guy they brought in, Carson Beck, who has played in championship games and knows how to navigate a championship. I'm going with the Miami Hurricanes to steal a national title.
Give me this camera.
So,
ain't no way in hell they're stealing the national title. Now, it's going to be a fight. It's going to be a fight and a half. It's going to be more of a fight than the Boston Bruins put up in 2013, but that's another joke for another time.
Shut up, you!
It's going to be a high-scoring game with these two teams, but I say Mendoza and the Hoosiers get it done. And do not be surprised if the score repeats what happened in 2016 between Alabama and Clemson. So Dietz is on a lone island going with the Hurricanes. The rest of us are going with the Hoosiers, but do not be surprised if it's a 80-point, 1,000-yard game. And don't be surprised if I come in here tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised if I come in here tomorrow with not one,
but two cups of crow.
Two cups of crow. No. Not two. 3. But it's going to be a hell of a game. It's going to be a hell of a game tonight. The undefeated Hoosiers
final game.
Final game of the college football season. And for the second straight year, Dietz is going solo. Russell Maryland. Here's what a lot of people don't know this about Russell Maryland. Russell Maryland played his high school ball in a place that's very familiar to me. He played at Whitney Young.
Oh.
He played at Whitney Young. And then, he played with the Hurricanes and also went on, of course, to start with the Cowboys as far as part of that great 90s dynasty. So what say you, Chad? BU Indiana or BU Miami? Our picks today are brought to you by BetUS.com, our picks that are sure to go wrong. We'll have our live stream tonight on the Snowman Multimedia YouTube channel, supporting not only my cause, but a cause we love, know and love dear to our heart, Climb for Chris. We're gonna support both causes tonight because I'm gonna get me and my family back on our feet, and I want to do something for my buddy Chris Hilliard also. So to his mom, Michelle, I hope you tune in tonight because we're gonna talk about Climb for Chris a lot. And on that note, you know what? One more question before we get out of here. If there's a stadium you would love to visit, what would it be? I'll start down here.
Well, stadium?
Stadium.
Santa Clara.
You would make my heart jump with that. This guy here, what do you think? What do you say?
You should already know the answer to that question.
I don't.
It's like the only stadium I would like to visit right about now, and that would be SoFi Stadium.
Oh, I thought it would be the.
I thought you went there already. I thought you went up there already.
I thought you did too.
No, I have not. I've never been to California.
Oh, that explains it.
Playmaker to Cali.
This guy right here. What say you?
I'm gonna say the Mecca. Actually, it's a tie. The Mecca, both gardens, MSG and the Boston Garden. I would love to go to one of those two.
He wants to go to the Garden.
For me,
yep.
For me, I had a chance to see Candlestick Park. I had a chance to see the old stadium. Been in that joint. Had a chance to see the United Center. Been in there. Call games there. Let's see. Been in Lucas. Been in the Metrodome. Been in RCA. Didn't see Market Square Arena before they blew it up. I have seen Cambridge Fieldhouse when it was known as Bankers Life Fieldhouse and now known as Cambridge. What say you, Chad? What's a stadium you'd love to visit? But it would have to be Levi's Stadium for me. I want to see Levi's Stadium. I want to see the Chase Center. And I want to see Oracle Park. And yes, I know they're all in San Francisco. I can't help it. I got favorite players on all those teams. But an underrated place I would love to see. Very underrated place I would love to see. I can't pick just one. I would love to see both places up in Seattle and just hear how loud they get, especially when they bring out Edgar Martinez.
Remember when Derek Jeter was playing and the announcer guy passed away, and
yes.
He said, and Derek Jeter said, "Nope, nobody's calling my. We have pre-recording.
Yep,
we're going to pre-record it, and every time I come up, it's going to be that guy it's going to be that guy calling it." For my stadium, it is walking in. I want to walk into the Rose Bowl with Keith Jackson giving the pregame. But yeah, the one for me is the Rose Bowl.
Yeah, it's another one for me.
I'd love to walk into the Rose Bowl.
Dang, everybody want to go to California except for Victor.
I went the other way.
Oh, you know what? I would love to see the Rose Bowl. First bowl game I ever watched. We got to get out of here because I got a couple of errands to run. I got an interview to cut, and then I'm gonna get a nap before one of the biggest games I've ever called. Because there's a very pretty lady that's helping me cheer on the Indiana Hoosiers. Don't be surprised if you hear her throughout the night. Have a great day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. And always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, they are simply not big enough. Dream big, do bigger. We are, and we hope y'all are too. And dear Damian Hernandez, DJ Moore dropped the ball. Out.
And for the final time this season, we saw the number one quarterback, Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams, shut your face.
Tune in for Miami and Indiana Snowman Multimedia for the national championship game. Don't miss it.
And I'll repeat something that good friend Horowitz said. I still have to wrap my head around the fact that Indiana in football is playing for the national championship. I'll share a funny story about my wife tomorrow concerning the Big Ten championship. See you tonight for the national championship, and see you tomorrow for the show, folks. We're out of here.